Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the first match of Season 31, a 3v3 season. We are in Kyber 3. Labor Day kind of threw me off that whole weekend. A little busy, a little distracted. Kind of the same deal going on. I started a couple new projects with work, which have pulled my attention in different directions. We got to get started. We don't have much time left. We got an hour and 40 minutes essentially. So I did no prep work. We actually let's hop in here, take a quick look at the bracket. This is something we've been doing. I cut off a couple names just to zoom this in to make it easier to look at. So my opponent here is Rocco here. He's got 5 GLs. You can see everyone's 4 GLs or higher in this bracket, which is interesting to see in Kyber 3. That is not how it's been in the past. With the relic units, everyone is 100 or higher, except for me. Omicrons, I'm doing pretty well in 6-dot mods. My opponent has a good amount of 6-dot mods, but the quality is weaker, and my mod quality is the best of the bracket. With the data crowns, I gotta make sure my head's not cutting this stuff off. Let's just move things around. With the data crowns, my opponent has 3 level 9 data crowns, so that's something to be careful with. Those can be a difference maker. Last round, I had every advantage against an opponent who had like 4 or 5 level 9 datacrons, and he ended up beating me. Because you need datacrons to beat datacrons in a lot of cases. So if you don't have the counts, you could be in a bad position. But the quantity of level 9 does not necessarily mean that it's the right level 9 abilities. So we'll see. He does have Melgus, the only other player in the bracket who does have Melgus. No Starkiller though, and what I do find interesting is he has no Maul, which means he went after Melgus and some of these other characters he does not have. No one in the bracket with Profundity. I'll have it next time around. So let's jump into this. We are running low on time. We'll take a quick look at what he's sporting in terms of his 300 speed characters. Oh, he's not attacked. We might win by default, or he might pop in for a minute. With, let's see here. We are looking at a cat who is, hold on a second. I'm recording during the day. Usually I do these at night to avoid traffic sounds. Not an option today. So the cat is at 356. His watt's at 301. So that should be who we're looking at. So his watt's right down there, 301. It's a good amount. It's a respectable amount. This is probably where I'm at. I might have a couple more. It's something I've been working to boost a little bit. Maybe with the mod calibration we'll get a few more. Taking a look at the hotbot. Clears are low, undersizes are low. Zetas kind of low for how many GLs he has. Relic levels, he has a lot of higher relic levels. 5, 7s, and 8s. Couple relic 9s, so he's definitely a little bit more top heavy there, which we need to be a little careful with. Those higher relics can mess up a lot of my weaker counters. And he does have mod advantages on the key characters, the high quality characters. That we got to be cognizant of. No sign of Django, Starkiller, or Maul. Alright, let's I did not look at his history. We did no scouting. We'll get back into the swing of things, but right now we're flying blind. Did I make any changes? I don't think I made any significant changes. I just made sure I had a Datacron on everybody. But in 3v3, we've got a lot of mixed up teams. And I think the Omicron and Tuskens is broken again. So that's not great. But I am going after, most likely, I'm going after Jabba. So there will be a relic on that Tusken team soon. I do have this is from the most recent set of Datacrons. This is a decent smuggler one. We'll see. I'm getting the impression my opponent is not going to be attacking. This might be better with the Omicron, though. I'm thinking about spending some crystals to try and get a Melgus Datacron. Probably would be worth it. I want to hold back my crystals until Profundity happens to make sure I can take it up to 5 stars. I've been spending a lot, especially during Conquest. And then here, just a bunch of weak stuff. And Fleet, I have no idea what's back here. I haven't touched it. Okay, so I got the Executor for offense. I just took up my Inquisitors all up to Relic 5 during the Assault battle. So they're ready for a Grand Inquisitor. Hopefully that makes the TIE Interceptor better. So with this defense, we got a Dooku at Relic 8. Poe here, that's a soloable team. Qui-Gon here, need to be careful with, but that's fine. Rex, then a really weak Mon Mothma comp. Those aren't Rebel fighters. And he's so far hasn't set down any Datacrons with these guys. There's JMK, Bosk, JTR, Bam, Wedge. We've got a few things we can solo, like Wedge here we can solo. Alright, we're gonna get to it. I'm playing without audio. Sometimes I gotta restart a couple times to make sure the audio's playing. I'm gonna have to add that in post, but there's gonna be minimal sound effects. My computer, the Jawas did not like the most recent title update. What am I doing here? I haven't updated this stuff in so long. I need to spend some time on that. Should write that down, but I don't have my notebook around right now. I'm just not prepared for this. I was gonna do it last night, these battles, but I decided I'd rather sleep. Just Conquest takes so much time that afterwards I was not up for doing more. Okay. We'll do that. Okay. All right. This is nonsense. Probably auto from here. I think we can be pretty casual, even though we don't have a ton of time, so I'm just gonna somewhat distract myself by talking about all the recent nerd culture developments. There's been a lot of stuff. And we've got Rings of Power, Hot D, we've got D23 just happened with all that Marvel and Star Wars news. There's a number of things to address. I think I'm going to start with the Black Adam trailer. Black Adam first trailer from Comic-Con, loved it. Seeing the Justice Society, seeing the Atom, Dr. Fate. I've always loved Dr. Fate. Was there a damage immunity? Alright, I gotta pay. This is why talking and playing as dangerous because I wasn't paying attention to the presence of a damage immunity. It's fine. We still got the stacks of armor shred. There we go. All right, we'll just auto from here. Yeah, so Hawkman, seeing him in a movie, all of that looked really exciting, but I was really disappointed with this second Black Adam trailer because it just looked like generic paint by number stuff, which for me is boring. It looks like there's no story. It's just dumb stuff happening. We're worried about Black Adam, send in the Justice Society. For some reason, Amanda Waller's around because DC thinks they need to combine Amanda Waller with the Justice Society, and then there's some fighting. I don't know. I'm noticing now my head conflicting with the screen more, which was not an issue with the old way of how they spaced this stuff out. A little annoying. Oh, let's just jump into boss. We're just gonna maul this. I don't want to overthink. No, Maul's on defense. Maul's on defense. Maybe we just gas it and don't think about it. I don't remember these counters right now. Let's come back to that one. Give myself time to remember how I want to handle that in a 3v3 context. We'll just nest Wedge here. Give her something extra. Nest, the actress who plays Nest, she's going to be in Willow. That was revealed in the Willow trailer during D23. Super pumped for Willow. I love that movie. Just love it. It means a ton to me. I watched that movie over and over again. It's probably the fantasy world I care the most about. Let's just take it. Let's take it. It's too bad that Mad Mardigan can't be in the movie because of Kilmer's health issues, but the rest of it, I'm so pumped for it. I can't believe that Warwick Davis is only in his 50s. I guess he was just a kid in Return of the Jedi, but it's just weird to think about for him to have been around as long as he has. What a career that guy had. Has he been in a Marvel now? He really ought to be. Alright, moving on. GTR. Dash we need to be careful with. But how careful is the question? And Bosk is the other. Yeah. Yeah, so disappointed with that Black Adam trailer. Was really pumped for the movie, and now I've just completely deflated after it. Where I don't think there's much to be interested in. I'm still gonna watch it, of course, but it's just deflating. Let's check the speeds. Maybe I can bad bash this. Probably not worth the risk. Let's just gas it. I don't wanna, we gotta get moving. I guess I should make sure I don't use up a good dash counter. No, I want Rex and 5s because Arc and Echo will be good with Shaak T if I need to do that. Alright. Yeah, let's do it. Maybe my head's just better up in this corner. Sure. Let's get the turn meter. Ooh, I'll be happy anytime Boba Fett wastes a turn by attacking a trooper. We need to get some more armor shreds. We're like barely doing anything to this boss. Let's go after Zan while we can. Throw the shreds over on Bosk. Let the AoE hit Zam. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's give turn meter. There we go. Auto from here. There won't be a revive with the gas lead. KTR's a slight question, not a huge question. We could just do some like the old counters, like Traya. It's a little risky with the relic levels, but it might work. Might work. Or even Jedinet Revan would be an option. Check the speeds. I wonder if Bad Batch would work too. It's not bad. They're modded well enough. I'm not going to mess around. Alright, we're going to figure out Dash here. Who... Maybe we just Jedi Knight Revan this. I don't want to... This team can mess you up. It's worthy of respect. I guess with Dash's AoE that might come into play. The extra stats will help. I think this is more important. Yeah, let's go after Chewie. Oh, it's not Dash. What am I talking about? I kept saying Dash this whole time, and it's Bam. Don't. We'll go after whoever the damage immunity comes off first. Which is looking like it's going to be our buddy Han. No, we're going after Bam. Yeah. Alright, GTR. This conquest has taken me way more time and effort than last month just because I didn't get as good of data disks, so it's a lot more work. Although now they've taken the Inquisitors up to Relic 5 for Grand Inquisitor, it's at least the Inquisitor ones are now easy. Can I just Shaak T this? I feel like that should work. What am I missing? Because with the AoE, we got a stun. We have a little recovery. Where we're going to be more effective against droids. It's not in the data though. So it might mean I'm not considering something. Let's just do it. Okay. That was a little bit of a waste. R2, do not be this annoying. Alright, I think I messed up. Really, I probably just went after the wrong guy to start. I should have timed that Echo AoE differently. Maybe not gone after BB-8 to start. We gotta use Hutt Cartel. Not on this, but that's something we can do for fun. Bad Batch would have been an option without the preloaded turn meter. Does this guy have Lord Vader? Do I need to be careful on the back wall with this? I forget. He does have Lord Vader. I'm going to keep Fennec around just in case. We don't know what we got to deal with on the back wall. God, I do not want to use another good team. And what's going on up top again? No, we don't gotta worry about any of that. I'm reluctant to use Traya only because Traya is very good at countering common teams. But you know what I'm just realizing? As I'm double checking the bracket and what he has, he doesn't have the Iden Omi. Which means he can't use that team. Let's just do Traya. Do what I should have done to start. I get the impression this guy has not touched his presets since he first started them. Okay. Next time we'll have an Annihilate. There's our Help by Hatred. Let's check out this back wall and we'll get back to talking about nonsense. Alright, any surprises here? Night Sisters, Grievous. Night Sisters, Palp, Geos. We're gonna solo it up everywhere we can. We're gonna start here with Vader. I did not get the datacron that I needed for this. I refreshed and I refreshed and I refreshed, trying to get it. Or not refreshed, re-rolled. Did not get the RNG I needed. So we'll work with this one. Even though he'd still be good up against another team. It's kind of a waste, actually. This is a really weak Geo team. Real weak. Night Sisters, we got. Can we just. Maybe not. Let's go up top, do Malak somewhere. Malak here. We'll do Wampa, maybe. Really, though, anybody could do this. This might be a waste of Malak. We do Fennec. Is it a waste of Fennec? Okay. Go with that. Malak will try maybe up against the Rex. That one could go either way. Yeah, so what else we got to cover? So we got loving Game of Thrones, Hot D. I do think, though, the timing of Rings of Power and Hot D is a little poor. It took me just a second. The can I eat? Unfortunately, this was not an auto situation, so I kind of got myself foolish, apparently. Alright. Yeah, not an auto situation. With the foresight coming up. We'll Wampa this. It's just with the revive, it's still going to be a little annoying. So I don't trust Malak to do it fast enough. But maybe I should. No, maybe... No. We just... If we play this right, it's not going to matter. Because all we need to do is take out Captain Han. Once Captain Han's gone, it's over. Come on. So close. Do not heal up. Die. Perfect. Okay. That goes a heal and a revive. Mon Mothma can't revive Han. She can only revive rebel fighters. There we go. Womps. Let's do Womps with Grievous. Or, and this might be crazy, do I think Wampa can solo this Palpatine team? An early ability block would mess things up. I think Wampa can do it. I think Wampa can do it. Let's find out. That's useless. Let's just take it for the stat boost. All right. There we go. Yeah, so it took me about 2.5 episodes to get into Rings of Power just to make that adjustment. I think what helped me was listening to a lot of podcasts and getting reacquainted with the lore. I haven't read the books in 20 years or so, maybe more. So not remembering all the specifics, I was missing some things. So just being reminded of what is going on with all like the appendices from the LOTR books was nice to be reacquainted with. What's next? This is nice. We have Jedi Knight Lukekin solo. Who would want solo? Might be risky to go after. Like, it's going to be a definite solo of... we already did Poe. We're just going to go for solos. Whatever. It's more fun for me. I don't think he's going to attack me. So if these don't work, whatever. I think I want the armor. I'm a little worried about this one. Rex could take us out if we take too long. Okay. This. Do not take him out. Stun. No. No, 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 no. Do not do it. Don't do it. There's going to be a sacrifice. No. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't. Okay, we're good. We're good. We are good. Yeah, so getting reacquainted with all that lore was nice, and that's what the podcast helped with. It was just seeing like the mythic qualities of Lord of the Rings. That is something that is not there with Game of Thrones, at least to the same level. And seeing all the creature stuff that exists within Middle Earth. Although I like all the palace intrigue of Game of Thrones. That's just fun. But as soon as I like made the adjustment where I stopped comparing the two, I was able to just enjoy it again. All right. Hopefully this works. And it's going to turn off the Omicron, so we should be fine. I don't know what I want to do. I just don't want there to be foresight. I guess I could just go after Anakin. She-Hulk episode 4 is great. Madison and Wong are fantastic. I could definitely watch more of them. What I'm not liking about She-Hulk is how frivolous the episodes are. I could use a little bit more substance. And I want it to be more joke dense. Like if it's going to be a comedy, like lean into it. It's really light on the humor. Maybe I'm just gonna starcular it. Like, let's not overthink this. Let's not do more. Jeez, I'm really guessing. I dismantled a few datacrons trying to get more materials for reroll, not reroll, but just for slicing these things up. I think I overdid it. So other Marvel stuff. We've got Secret Invasion, looks fantastic and amazing. Really liking that it looks like Ben Mendelsohn is going to be a big part of that show. And considering how awesome he was in Rogue One and everything he's ever been in, I'm looking forward to seeing him in a role where we can see him unleashed, which he has not been in Marvel so far. Let's take our time here, get through this. Werewolf by Night, really intrigued by it. It's not a character I know too much about, but it's a character that my father loves. Like, I'm into comics because of him, and he has a lot of comics, and he has a lot of Werewolf by Night comics. Like all that Marvel horror with Moon Knight and all of that, those are very represented by his collection. I never really got into them though. Alright, just with Bad Batch Grievous. Kinda wish we had Shaak T here. We're going to throw in some dumb stuff up against these Night Sister teams that are not going to work. Just because I want to test out and showcase some of these new squads. Ooh. Alright, we lost. We can't do it without Echo. That's why I don't use them in 3v3. Oops. We'll come back to that. Let's start down here. I want to use Hutt Cartel. I know I'm in the moment here forgetting about a bunch of the other Marvel announcements. These were some other trailers we didn't see. The Star Wars stuff, the Tales of the Jedi, I'm really looking forward to seeing early Dooku. I kind of don't want to pre-Sith Dooku in the game, though. Maybe I'll feel different about it once we see the show. Mando Season 3 trailer looks good. I talked about this on the Discord. My only concern... Oh, jeez. Mando. Maybe I should have brought in Chrysanthemum. Alright, let's throw that. Looks like low stars is gonna be tough. I'm gonna bomb him. I'm gonna bomb him. Jeez. Yeah. Low star viability on Hutt Cartel is suspect. Maybe better in 5v5. Although that was Night Sister Spirit at Relics is dangerous. She can one-shot. I don't know about at Relic 3 up against other characters, but she's one you gotta respect. Oh my god, I forgot. We got Savage. Just a second. I gotta do Savage. We have the Savage Omi. I completely forgot about this. It would be better to do it up against... Maybe I want to do it here, though. This is not the team for it, because with the revive, it's not really going to work. Let me see what Sith we have. Maybe we have a way through it. Let's just clean up Grievous with it. Let's see if we can do that. Although, I don't know, it might be able to one-shot. Droideka might be able to one-shot. Do that? We at least get a revive. And it is only a gear 12. Let's do it. I can't believe I forgot about this. Bad Batch delay is tough, but we had too many shows. I'm fine with it. Oh, the Thunderbolts cast. Weird. Not like a huge deal. It's just like, I mean, I see what they're doing with it. They're getting a lot of characters who have a lot of... We're fun in a lot of the shows and we want more of technically, but it's a lot of like Ant-Man and Black Widow characters. Oh man, come on, seriously. Really could have used an ability block right then. We're gonna just work on getting stacks of Loyal Hand. I'm using the basic because the basic cools down the Dark Frenzy faster, even though we're not under stealth. Ooh, see, that's what I was a little afraid of. We survived it, though. Here's in more stacks of Loyal Hand. We're gonna keep doing it. I just need the right RNG. Where I need... Alright, give me an ability block. Please. Yes. Alright, there we go. It's nice that we don't need to worry about the healing immunity. We have a ton of recovery. That's right, it's massive damage, not instant defeat, so we didn't take him out. Boom. Okay. Probably could have worked on the first attempt. I like it. Probably better without Sith Trooper. Let's just finish this. We've done enough nonsense. Just troopers this and move on. What I was going to say about Mando is I like bounty hunters. Like, I like gritty and dirty Star Wars. And what we keep seeing is like this pull to move towards the Skywalker saga. And I guess like the Mandalore stuff is more Skywalker saga adjacent. It's more of a Clone Wars stuff than it is Skywalker saga, but it's still like it's still like a big tributary to it all, and I just want Star Wars to feel comfortable getting weird. And as we see these, like, we had Mando was a show that was on the periphery, was on the edges. We were getting weird Star Wars, and then seeing this like fear to stay in those waters and then go back to these comfortable waters that us fans were saying we didn't need. Yeah. But it looks good. Like, I'm excited for it. Just give me a bounty hunter show then. I think I didn't give us much information on like Acolyte, but that's one where I think that's a show I'm excited for. I want some Sith stuff, some just like good Sith stuff. Do we have anything fun left? Let's make sure he's not attacking me. I doubt he is. Yeah, he's not attacking. Let's throw in the Inquisitors for fun. I did the relics after sign-in, but you can at least see these guys in action. This is what I suspect is your best pre-Grand Inquisitor team in 3v3. Ninth Sister is no good without 7th Sister. You kind of need them both. There's not a lot of damage in this squad, though, which I don't like. 2nd Sister and 8th Brother, they're your damage dealers. So maybe... No, we're still going to do it. We want the recovery. Although, Spirit could really mess this up. Let's, before Acolyte stealth, let's remove her TM, or just remove her from the board. Get some defense up. Get a little protection up. Heal up. I'm starting to know how to use these guys pretty well. I've used them enough. Spending all that time in those assault battles and in Conquest. I've got a lot of the nuances understood now. Yeah, let's do it. We get a bunch of dots with that. There we go. Okay. I think we tried out the teams we wanted to try. I'm so glad I've remembered Savage. I wish I would have remembered earlier, because then we could have there was much better teams to try him out up against, but that was a good result. Grievous is a pretty, even in that situation, Grievous is a pretty good floor to be indicating where he's at. Had I thought about Savage earlier, I may have used him against an easier squad. All right, what do we have here? Let's double check the pilot here. All right. This is a good defense, though. What am I doing? Slave 1. Okay. Good. Good. Perfect. Now to get to work. I'm missing a Star Wars show from D23. What am I not talking about? I'm glad to see that Rogue Squadron's not dead. With all the chaos going on within Lucasfilm, that did not seem like a movie that was still going to happen. Taika's stuff sounds like it's still pretty far off, but he does good work. I'm worried about this marked on my Razor Crest. Ooh. Okay. We're going to lose my Razor Crest, but we lasted long enough. We did not get my buff immunity. I guess he wasn't taunting, so our chances were not as good. He has increased tenacity when there are no buffs. Oh, perfect. Mark CAD while we got the chance. We'll have Slave 1 in a second. Let's auto from here. Good. Does he have Ray? Is this a Ray player? Yeah, he's got Ray. So that Raddus is... Actually, that Raddus is... no good. Oh, fine. We're going to use Malevolence. I'm going to assume he has the TIE Interceptor. Maybe that's a bad assumption considering he doesn't have Maul or Sign of Jango. We'll know in a second. AoE, we don't need the Dispel just yet. Now I'd rather use the Dispel. Because we don't know if the TIE Interceptor's there, the first move needs to be pulling out another ship. Because if the TIE Interceptor's there, you can lose with the Malevolence. And actually, I don't think it is there, because we already did a turn. Yeah. It wasn't necessary then. Because if Chimera gets its ultimate off, it can sometimes take out Sunfac and the Hyena Bomber. And if that happens, you lose if you don't have a third ship on the board. I think we're going to do Raven's Claw. This is a weak enough Raddus and... Oh, wait, no. No, we're not. Because we don't have a Dispel. The Dispel is what makes this so effective. I'm going to do it anyway. We at least have a Dispel and a Reinforcement. I just need to get better at this fleet. By next week, I think I'll have a 6-star Raven's Claw. Alright. With the Falcon, we'd be dispelling the deflector shield, which would be completely messing them up. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's get target lock over there. I guess with the foresight up, we can't get it. Don't like that. What? You're serious? Okay. Alright, that was kind of lame. My opponent's got 30 minutes left. He's not even get his minimum rewards, it looks like. Kind of not a surprise considering he's a 5 Geo player with a roster that feels like... Nah, I mean, Kyber 2 is completely changed. That doesn't hold anymore. Kyber 3 seems like it's changing. There used to be like 2-3 Geo players quite frequently in Kyber 3, and considering my bracket doesn't have anyone less than 4, we might be continuing to see that shake-up. I'm going to be working on... So the next things are Profundity and Grand Inquisitor whenever they come out. In the next 2 weeks, those events should be happening. And then I'm going after Jabba most likely. That might change on the testing, but I tend to favor newer releases over older releases, so Jabba most likely is going to happen, and then as soon as I can right after that, I'm just going to keep moving on to Sith Eternal Emperor and get up to 4 pretty quick. I'm still just... I've slowed down on the use of my war chest. I unleashed that for a month. All of August, used crystals, shard shop currency, everything, just bought up everything I needed, refreshed everything. I have since Labor Day, or a few days before Labor Day, stopped doing that, and I'm now working on trying to reclaim some of those crystals so I can get Profundity up to 5 stars right away, and rebuild some of that horde so I can unleash it again a little further down the line. I ended up using like 125k of each of my stored currencies to do that. But we got a lot of new stuff in the game with the title updates. We will work on new content as things allow. I've got a few new projects with my personal life, my own professional life, which we'll work on finding a balance between those. I've been a little slower at the start of this month with putting out some of the things. Hopefully this weekend I'll get a better chance to get caught up. But thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone. Be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.